the unions have built the middle class. The middle class is in trouble. It's because there haven't been the kind of support. People have been trying to get in the way of unions being able to organize. So Free Choice Act is the first thing on our agenda. And secondly, we want to make sure that the people who have really been getting hit start to get some help. That's why we call for tax cuts for the middle class, not for the super wealthy, for the middle class. We focus on them. We want to make sure that every single person in the middle class has an opportunity to send their kid to college. That's why we have a $4,000 tax credit for any kid who goes to college. And anybody who's willing to work in inner city or in rural America or join the United States military, we'll help them get their college education. And lastly, we most of all want to protect those people who retired in the middle class and not privatize their Social Security like John McCain used to do. I've been with labor for 35 years. My grandfather would say, I'm labor from belt buckle to shoe sole. And it's real. Folks, if you do not get out this time, just remember I told you, you're going to get 4 more years of what you got the last 8 years, and the labor movement will be crippled. John McCain is no friend of labor. He's a patriotic and wonderful American, but he thinks labor's part of the problem. Barack and I think you're the answer. We need your help. And literally, the union movement depends upon it. And that's not an exaggeration. It's the most important election any one of you have ever voted on and ever voted in.
Thank you, sir. And one more question. This is again specific to the labor movement, of course. The mine workers and others who came before us paid a heavy price to give us the right to organize. Essentially, unions created the middle class, as you mentioned now, and of course in your prepared remarks today. How could a re-energized labor movement, hopefully through the Employee Free Choice Act, for example, in today's economy, strengthen the middle class?
This is the first time in the 35 years I've been a senator. This is the first time in the last 5 decades where we had the same kind of opportunity we had in the 30s to actually broaden the labor movement. We broadened the labor movement in the 30s. Now what's happened? White-collar workers who worked for big corporations and thought they were going to be treated fairly, who did everything by the numbers. They had every job review they got was a good one. They got the education they needed. They worked, and all of a sudden they showed up one day and their job was gone. We have to now unite, expand our labor movement, expand the organized labor's reach. And the way to do that is being able to walk in and organize by merely signing your name on a piece of paper, just like you do when you go and register to vote. And why will that change? Well, that will change. That will put incredible pressure on the government and on the corporations to keep their jobs here. We'll change the incentive of paying people to go abroad $20 billion a year. Some say it's only 15, but it's $15 to $20 billion a year, and we'll invest it in here. And look, what has built the middle class? Why is there health insurance for any white-collar worker? Why do they have any type of pension protection at all? It's all because of the union movement. That's what's built the middle class. That's what we build the middle class.
We're going to win Virginia this time.